It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Saints and the Hawks, and it's all up next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few... Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Seattle. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young talents at quarterback in his first season out of Texas.
And if he could only flip that 3-to-1 ratio, have it be 3 touchdowns to 1 pick, instead of the other way around, I think we'd have seen that loss flip to a win as well. Clean slate this week. We'll see what he's done to address the showing from his last time out.
Straight to the air they go. He's taking a shot on his first play. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Complete over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 42. He gets this one to Strange. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They're set up at the 35 now. Motioning him from the slot right. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a pickup of 11. And the Saints are going to have a first down. They've got a man in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. They give to Pollard from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Chris Olave with the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. Bringing them out a 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
Last week is one of those weird spots as a quarterback, Kate. Right? You celebrate a win. Every win is so hard in this league, but as a QB, you also know when you throw more interceptions than touchdowns, you're very fortunate to come on the winning side of any game at this level.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Running with Walker again. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now an inside give to Walker. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
First down throw here from Richardson. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks start off well to tie things 7-7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They'll throw to begin this drive. Able to find Strange here. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 2nd and 3 now. Takes off right out of the read option. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd down from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And 4th and 4 coming up. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Seahawks football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Receiver in motion going left. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st down, it's Richardson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pete Werner has it. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And the Saints will take over at the start of the next quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Seattle after this. We're back for the start of the 2nd. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. Kamara is across the line for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
2
on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And 8 yards to go.
Throwing now, Richardson. Pass complete to Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Richardson back to throw. Komet brings it in. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Staying with Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Here comes the Saints offense. And things are looking good to snap that 3-game losing streak that they came in on, Brock. They've got the lead here. Throwing now from the gun. And pass caught by Strange. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. To throw it on first down. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And they'll get it down for a solid gain to about the 37. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 37. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. That's complete to Wilson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This one intended for the running back. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Pass play now. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Saints take a 13-point lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. Cyber tacks on the point after. And the Saints double their lead to 14. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
From the 28. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Michael Dixon on the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again in a massive sack on 1st down. That's the right way to begin this series defensively.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Counter give to Kamara. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Tackle made by Jaron Reed. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. Sam Martin on the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. This is ahead for about 5. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. Here's 2nd and 5. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll get him back to 11. So at halftime, the Saints fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where you see the final score there. Matthew Stafford, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. J.K. Dobbins with a touchdown run. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jordan Addison, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Complete beyond the marker. The 30. The 10. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point
They want to run it across. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's a return from the 7. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 42, into the hands of Olave. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He gets this one to Strange. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Looking to his fullback now. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Again, a run with Pollard. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Right back to Pollard. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Pollard goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. It's a New Orleans touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Saints push the lead up to 12. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Completed here to Komet. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
The Saints ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Able to find Strange here. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the third sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, third down. Back to throw now. Olave with the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10, looking to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a 3-score game in the fourth. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Saints go up by 19.
Seahawks 16.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10. Because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Play action with Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. Third down coming up. To throw, Richardson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. All the way, touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. First and 10, it's Pollard. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
From the 32. This is complete to Olave. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Pass play coming here. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. This set of down starts with an option right. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down. They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. On the carry, this is Pollard. And he makes it to the start of the red zone down at the 20. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running right, it's Kamara. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Saints nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Going with Pollard on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. They'll go. It's Pollard. Fights across for the touchdown. The Saints have likely locked up the win right there. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Saints go up by 19. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Returning it from the 4. And look at this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Pass complete to Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here's 2nd and 11. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That throw finds Komet. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Got to hurry this to the line. They'll throw again, Richardson. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. From the 21. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now, Richardson. Has it at the 7. It's a Seattle touchdown. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. The time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And that's recovered by the Saints, who are going to win this football game.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they can trot out every offense's favorite formation now, Brock, and kneel out this win. Defense, no timeouts left to stop them. The Saints in victory formation, content to just knee this out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So this a win on the road for the Saints. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Seattle.